Hey y'all, keep your shirts on, but throw some beads. It's Mardi Gras time.
Hey guys, we're Tim and Matt of MrMaple.com. We're a family mail order business. We ship directly to your door, and we do the largest selection of Japanese maples in the United States. And we love coming here and talking to you about Japanese maples, which we do every single day here on the Mr. Maple Show. So make sure you're subscribed, because we do cultivar highlights, garden walkthroughs, how to garden with Japanese maples. You're gonna love it. But today we're bringing you the Mardi Gras Japanese maple.
Guys, it's parade time in full effect this spring. Break out the beads, it's Mardi Gras. This is a fun introduction that was actually named by a nursery Tim and I purchased. So we purchased Highland Creek Nursery in 2013 from Brian Upchurch. One of Brian Upchurch's introductions, Mardi Gras. This one is an intense Arino Nishiki style that really brings that display in the early spring.
And that's awesome all summer, and it's awesome all fall too. I mean, this thing brings the party to your garden. Mardi Gras, love this tree. I mean, it is amazing. It's one of the most variegated Japanese maple selections I've seen.
I want to get some king cake, break out the black coffee, maybe a little beignet. This one is awesome, guys. Now, it's a little different than Arino Nishiki and some of the other styles. You'll get some intense pink on this one, some bright white. I absolutely love what this one does. In a heavy sun setting, I've actually had a little bit more lavendery shades going on in this one, which is unique for an Arino Nishiki style. Absolutely beautiful. Now, in the fall, where you see the green will go to a more intense bright red, and typically a soft pink on the variegation. This one is so next level. Absolutely love the colors for it. For me, it stands out from some of the other Arino Nishiki styles. Absolutely love this style variegation. But once you get a beautiful Mardi Gras and a specimen like this, it is something to behold.
I mean, I really like this particular specimen too, because on the new growth, I see intense variegation, but on the older growth, I see a very speckled-like variegation that is just outstanding. I mean, this thing just keeps giving you amazing color all across this tree. I mean, for a Japanese maple that's variegated, this one may be perhaps one of the best.
Guys, this one is a good grower too. Typically around a foot of growth a year. Not uncommon to be 8 to 10 foot in 10 years. Really a beautiful specimen. Very full and thick in its approach too. This one, you want to give it some late day shade protection. So if you're in a hotter zone, think of siting this one where it gets some late day shade. Really intense colors. If you have some early morning sun, it kind of picks up the colors on this one a little bit. It's one I like to kind of stand under and look up into as you get a beautiful specimen of this. Another one where we did a video on Arino Nishiki styles and how lightly pruning those can really intensify the variegation. Now, this one hadn't been heavily pruned. It is one of our stock plants, but guys, go watch that video. We'll kind of give you some tips to get the maximum color out of something like Mardi Gras.
Some tips, some protection from the hot afternoon sun, and not over-fertilizing this style of a Japanese maple. If you put a lot of fertilizer on a variegated Japanese maple, you'll often get more green in the leaf than the white and the pink. So keep that in mind. You don't want to promote that chlorophyll on these variegated selections.
But I've never seen this style revert, so it's kind of a cool factor too. You can always lightly prune the tree in early February to kind of pop out more variegation. Mardi Gras though is intense. Like I said, it's a fun one to stand into. It kind of gives you a kaleidoscope of colors. It really just keeps bringing it high intensity. You can almost hear the Zydeco music when you look at this one. It kind of gives me that Mardi Gras-like vibes. It definitely is flashy and showy and everything you think about when you think about a Mardi Gras parade. This one is super cool though, guys. I've had one of these in my landscape for quite a while, and it really is one of those trees that I tend to find myself looking at in early spring a lot.
Yeah, 8 to 10 foot in 10 years makes it a good mid-sized tree in the landscape. It's good zones 5 through 9, so it's good down to negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a beautiful selection that I think can add a pop of color in your landscape. Now, if you've seen any of our videos that we've done on landscaping with Japanese maples that Sean and I talked about, you'll know that variegation, plant that somewhere up close to your walkway. Plant that somewhere where you're going to be walking by so you can really enjoy the intricacies of each and every leaf. Now, photographers, they're going to love this tree as well, because this tree has that it factor. You've got each and every leaf that's uniquely variegated in a different way. Over here, we've got leaves that are almost purely white. Over here, we've got leaves that are mixed with green, pink, and white. I mean, it is outstanding because of that. It's one of those trees that's going to have a dynamic presence, and you're going to love it, especially if you plant somewhere closer in your walkway.
We call it candy caning on this style, but you can get some coral bark-like vibes, some pink intense bark on this. Really unique plant, guys. It's one of those trees where you don't really need flowers in your garden when you have a tree with this much spring pizzazz. I mean, it really feels like it's flowering, even though you're just looking at the foliage right now. Absolutely stunning plant. Now, there's several introductions that came from Highland Creek Nursery that we kind of list in our collection now. Mardi Gras, probably the most common of those. Also, the Kyananthus, Emerald Night, and Troll's Foot. So we'll be bringing back Troll's Foot. A lot of people have been asking about that one. Couple interesting introductions that Brian Upchurch had there. I think Mardi Gras, though, probably his most well-known, most famous. Haven't done a cultivar highlight on this one before, so we had to break out the specimen for you guys. Whenever possible, we love getting these big ones on camera so you can kind of see what these look like in their full majesty. A little bit more mature size tree. Mardi Gras certainly brings that flash of color in the early spring.
Y'all, if you're looking for Mardi Gras, go to the page for Mardi Gras on MrMaple.com, click notify me, and we'll notify you if you plug in your email address when this tree becomes available again.
Don't be a boob, you're gonna want this one in your landscape. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.